I've been a part of Titan Radio since 2014. So I mean, I was like 17 or 18 when I joined. So it's like affected me probably like my most pivotal years. So without Titan Radio, I don't even know who I would be. I don't know if I would. I definitely would know the same people.
But once you find Titan Radio, it's like those people that are always going to be there for you.
Titan Radio has been like not only my friend group, but like my support group, my family, and also a way for me to like creatively express myself.
Basically, I owe my entire college experience and all the amazing people I've met to Titan Radio and being here.
Not only has it given me a platform to express myself and what I like, but it's given me a group of friends that I know I can take with me for sure after I graduate from college. In fact, most people in my friend group have already graduated college, but I still keep in touch with them, over Twitter or like over group message, and we're never too busy to spend time with each other and hang out with each other. And so I think I knew that I made the right decision to do college radio when I made friends that were that lasted more than just a semester, you know what I mean? And so I think when you have a group of friends that last more in the semester and even last after they graduate, then that's something that's really special, because you don't really find those kinds of friends anywhere.
I found Titan Radio during my first semester, actually. I think it was my welcome to CSU Fullerton day or whatever. And they were playing music that day, actually, so I thought that was really cool. So I went over and talked to them, and they were kind of telling me about it, and I thought it was really interesting. Coming into college, came into college in 2014, so I was super into music then, still am. So I just wanted a platform to kind of, get out my music. So I started then in fall of 2014, and I've been involved as a student up until this May 2019, and then now I'm a staff member. My position is Radio Media Coordinator, is my official name, and I am the only staff presence at the radio station. So everyone else is students, either interns or student assistants, and I am kind of the staff overseer and just kind of make sure that they're getting all their duties done. Also, there's a lot that they can't really do in the 15 to 20 hours that they have a week because, of course, they're students. So bigger projects like university kind of wide projects I usually pick up.
My job is to support and help out the rest of our student staff in any of the tasks they need help with, and to ensure that they're successful and to provide resources so that they can grow and just be there. I found the station, I initially heard of it through tabling in the fall 2016 semester, so like my first semester here, and then one day I used to take the bus to school. It was raining outside and I didn't want to sit in the rain. So I went inside to the TSU, and they were doing No Stress Fest, the first one, and I was greeted, and it seemed so warm and welcoming, and I was like, oh, this is dope. Let me join this. I like music too.
I think there are a lot of opportunities to get a lot more involved on school campus, and as a college student, I feel like that kind of makes your experience in the school. If you just go education straight through and don't act on anything that interests you within the school, then your experience is going to be associated with nothing but education, But because I had Titan Radio, it allowed me to participate in things like community events, like music shows, tabling for getting people involved in Titan Radio. And so my job basically entails finding and keeping in touch with local musicians or people who are trying to come up as artists and are looking for exposure and to work with Titan Radio, and they hit us up through email, and my job is basically to bring them in for like live sessions or shows or interviews. And then I schedule DJs who want to be a part of Titan Radio. With Eilish, shout outs to my director, and then basically just try to get involved with other things we have going on in the community.
I think Titan Radio impacts campus because we're not only a radio station, but we're a creative platform. So as many of us may know, radio is not dying per se, but it's beginning to change. So it's starting to change into something else. And so I think Titan Radio has been consistent with that change because There's other ways to express yourself, so you don't necessarily have to have a radio show, a live radio show. You can have like a podcast to talk about stuff you're interested in, or you can do music writing like I did when I first joined the station, or you could take pictures, do flyers, whatever you want to do. Titan Radio is the place. Titan Radio is there to help you make that happen.
I think it's a cool environment that allows students to express themselves and have a platform to have their voices heard and create content that's just awesome. They could use it towards their resume, they could just use it for the fun of it, you know, just to show like, hey, I do something for myself and for the whole campus, you know.
I was like, as we build this club, like I want you guys to run this yourselves, like it be like your guys' club, make it what you guys want with us, you know?
Another thing is that people from the Spanish programming have been saying that they want to have Spanish promotion, so Matt and I decided we're going to probably just do a read for them or actually have Gabby record them. Okay, so I am the marketing and promotions director for Titan Radio, so I basically run all the ticket giveaways that happen on DJ shows and then on the promenade on Titan Walk and stuff, which is basically just shows to concerts to, I mean, we haven't had any big events, but we've had some festivals.
We got some ticket giveaways happening over there. We have tickets to Big Thief at the Observatory, Rich Brian at the Novo, and then we also have some free tickets to a Drake party. Drake won't be there, but it is a party.
So in addition to just doing the ticket giveaways, I also do any promotion that you guys see, so whether that be the posters, the handbills, the flyers, and then any video content that we produce. It's kind of run by me. If I don't have the hands-on, I like give the idea to someone and then they create it for me. But yeah, that's basically an umbrella of what I do. Yeah.
I am involved in a lot of organizations, but Titan Radio was the first thing I was ever a part of. So having that kind of kick off my idea of what organizations were like has helped me to become more involved. And also just like get in touch with more creative aspects in the other organizations I'm a part of.
It's changed my college experience a lot because if I didn't have this space, I probably wouldn't have met as many people as I have. It's definitely really cool because it's making me comfortable with different spaces of campus. Like I know that if I wasn't here, like I wouldn't ever be down in the basement, like I would never be like down here doing anything, and I wouldn't have met as many people as I have.
Being an introvert, I never really used to interact with a lot of people. I got that exposure from Titan Radio where I got a chance to interact with a lot of different kinds of people, a lot of different genres of music and stuff.
So being a DJ in Titan Radio changed my college experience because it opened me up to more music. When I first came in, I was playing some really bad music. Retrospectively, I don't know. Looking back, I was playing music that was just so basic. It was just basically like refeeding what K-Rock was playing at the time.
It's an hour every week to escape and kind of listen to music, and half the time there's no one listening, and sometimes there's like a lot of people listening, and I really don't try to pay any mind to that, but I just think it's probably the most fun part of my week, and every single time I'm in here doing my show, it's like an escape.
The more I kind of dove into what I like, and the more by being a DJ, I met other people that liked so many different types of music that I'd never heard of. So I learned that I love all these other different types of music too. So I mean, just being a DJ specifically, like, broadened my music scope by so much, and it gave me a lot of like audio production skills too, which I still use to this day.
I knew I loved music, but I think now I know I want to go into like the music industry after I graduate. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I'll definitely be doing something music-wise, and then maybe like music law, maybe. I like also DJ on the side, maybe, who knows, I could do that and produce music and stuff like that. But yeah, I know for sure I want to work in music after I graduate now.
My goal when I graduate is to go into like the music industry in some aspect. And Titan Radio kind of like opened up those little doors where I can like reach out to someone if I want to intern there, or I have it on my resume and they ask me like, what is it? And I have to like just go on a big spiel about how Titan Radio is this amazing, like, you know, it's like the yellow brick road, but you go down to the basement and you end up here, and it's great.
Becoming a DJ at Titan Radio was the turning point of my college career, because for the first year and a half of college, I was trying to figure out, where I fit in within the university, what my niche was, because that was one of the last advice that I got before I left high school, was to find your own group of friends and find out what you're good at. And when I went to Titan Radio, I found out that I was really passionate about music, and I was good at talking about music as well as playing music. And so that's what led me to stay here at the station. And from there on out, that the station has been my constant. So by constant, I mean that the station has seen me go through it all. They've seen me in my best moments, they've seen me in my worst moments, and I think it's really good that I have that constant and that safe space in my time at CSU Fullerton, because I always knew no matter what happened, good or bad, I always had somebody to tell it to. One of the biggest struggles Titan Radio faces is trying to find the direction in which we're going in. I think for a long time we wanted the station to grow, but we just didn't know, we couldn't really figure out the ways in which the station could grow. But with Matt here, I think we have a better direction, but we've yet to pinpoint where we want to take the station.
Well, funding has always been a big struggle for us, but I think we do really well with what we have. And if we just had more participation from other people other than just Titan Radio, we'd be able to do way more things that be really fun for everyone.
Financial funding, we don't get a lot of money. And it does kind of make it difficult to do some of the things that we want to do. Like, we'd want to throw bigger shows. We want to do more for the community, and it does kind of make it harder to sustain ourselves, because we are always constantly being budget conscious and worrying about how we're going to raise money and what we're going to do from there. But that's been getting better in my time here, and I think that's been one of my biggest goals, is to also help us out financially.
We're still growing. We're just reaching out to, we're just being noticed by a lot of other departments and students on campus. So I just feel that it's gonna take a while before we are a well-established organization for everybody.
Everything requires people, money, like things to set them into motion. And right now Titan Radio has this is the biggest staff we've ever had, and it's 13 people. Yeah, it's 13 people. And that's not a lot of people to manage an entire radio station, create a platform for them to advertise themselves and actually be taken seriously, But we're starting. And so ideally I think in the future, as things grow and we progress, we just work on facilitating that.
In 5 years, I would like to see us in a new facility.
5 years? On the moon?
I think it would be well set up and known to a lot more students than where it is right now.
I think we'll be doing a lot more events, a lot more cool stuff. We'll have more listeners. I just growing. Still always growing, always learning, always trying to be better than what we are now. But I feel like in 5 years we'll be even more self-sufficient. We'll have a larger budget to kind of operate and do things, and still allow everyone to kind of express themselves and explore their creative passions and find something that they want to do, post-college, or even just have an outlet during college. And I think that's the biggest thing that I see the station doing in 5 years that we do now, that I think we have to keep doing for us to be true to ourselves and for us to continue to be successful as an organization, because I don't think we can afford to lose sight of that.
In 5 years, we'd still be on internet radio. Hopefully, we would have slots every single hour of every single day, completely different, where even the night shows would be filled. Because I know it's a little difficult right now to do that, but realistic why we don't do it, but difficult that we could have accommodated for so many other people to be on the shows. but I hope that like people know where to find Titan Radio, and that we're on an app. You know, people like listening to stuff in their car, and sometimes when you pull it up on your phone and then the phone goes blank, like you just can't hear it anymore. So maybe having it be a little bit more accessible online if it's not in person, you know. And if we can move somewhere else, that'd be cool, but if it's gonna decrease the space that we have, I'd rather not.
Not only Titan Radio, but Titan Communications, the department that oversees Titan Radio, is really starting to grow out of this basement. So I'd like to be somewhere like right in the middle of campus with like glass windows where everyone can see what we're doing. Because I think we can push, you know, cool events and cool ideas and get out there as much as we can. But unless we're like physically visible to students, they probably will still. It'll always be an uphill battle to let people know about us. So in 5 years, I'd love to be in a new facility.
So if we could move and like have like a whole floor of like just activities, that'd be amazing. Because we'd have like multiple shows that we could pre-record at once, multiple podcasts that can be recorded at once, probably bring in like more high-end clients or like celebrities and stuff. And that'd be so cool to do in 5 years. But we'll see.